Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. I'm letting you guys know now. This video got too much going on. You're going to see an argument about magazines. We talk about Janet Jackson's concert, Mikkel's first Janet concert. We talk about Beyonce having tickets going on sale. Kelly Rowland has a new TV show.
Don't tell me everything we talk about.
I'm just saying, and then we start talking about race. Okay? I just want to say that we keep it real. All about race. Okay? If you don't want to hear the Scorpion show keeping it real, then you can go find another show that keeps it fake. Okay?
That keeps it real.
If you want to hear babies crying and all.
No, if you don't want to hear babies crying, if you don't want to hear screaming and yelling, if you don't want to hear somebody getting their ass whooped, if you don't want to hear this, and if you don't want to hear that, then you need to click off this damn video because you don't want to watch us.
Especially when we talk about people stealing yaki and rice cakes.
Okay.
Now you know what?
Yaki. I still can't get over that. And you're going to hear what I have to say about that. You're going to hear.
See y'all. Make sure y'all thumbs up this video. Thumb it up. We need 4,000 thumbs up and 2,000 comments. I don't even care if it's your Twitter name. I might follow some of y'all. So we'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
It stopped raining and now it's raining.
What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel having technical difficulties, okay? So if the camera don't look right, if the quality don't look right, the lighting don't look right, the sound don't look right, I'm using an old camera and my new camera, well, it's not even new anymore. It's just giving me problems. I gotta get it fixed. And the other battery is not charged, so we gotta make do with this camera. So please don't curse me out about the quality of the camera and the video and everything. But we about to get into this video. I just want to say that I had a fantastic weekend, starting from Thursday from the Black and White Party. I met Marsha Ambrosius there. We talked for a good 30 minutes. We had a good time, and she will be on the Scorpion show in the future. And I was telling her, I mean, I thought I was being me, you know, but she was like, oh my God, she was like, no. She's like, I want you to like ask me something like, come on, let's. I'm like, girl, we're having a good time. I'm drinking up a liquor and stuff. You know, we talking, taking pictures. I was like, I don't know what else. I like, you don't want the real crazy side to come out. You don't, Marsha. So let's just have a good time.
No, they do want the crazy side. That's why every time a celebrity meets you, they always say, you're not. They do want that.
I was being me from the video, but I'm talking about like, cause
no,
girl,
you weren't. No, you weren't.
I was.
Because if you were, she wouldn't have said that. She would have just said, oh, she wouldn't have said that.
I know she wasn't expecting me to dance because you know I don't dance.
Oh, we know.
But speaking of dancing.
We know. You don't dance.
Yeah. I went the first Friday. This first Friday was popping. Yo, it was so many people there. And I went into the Latino room. I never go into the Latin room. I went in that Latin room, I was in there for a whole hour. My friends could not find me. I was dancing with the Puerto Ricans, just having a good time, acting like I was speaking Spanish, messing with the bartender named Victor. I was just having a good time. I also met one of Mary J. Blige, former backup singers, so we was back there talking for a good time. Man, I had a fucking blast.
You sure do run into everybody at Shampoo, don't you?
Yes, I had a blast. Sunday night, I went to Encore. And I met up with Gil and Ramon and Wally. They're Janet's dancers, and you know, Gil's the main choreographer. I know he got a special title, but I can't remember. But when I say that we all just partied and had a good time, and I was just having fun. I had so much fun. That night, we went to this different club. And Mikkel, you're not going to be ready for this. When I tell you, I got on my knees, thinking I was Sierra, I bent all the way back to where my head touched the bottom of my feet. I did it, y'all, but I paid for it because my back is still killing me. It's not the same. It's not the same.
You know, I could, but I won't.
It is not the same.
I could. I promise you I won't.
Don't.
I'm not.
It was just...
I'm not.
Don't do it. Because I can demonstrate it.
I don't.
If I had enough alcohol in my system, I'll do it.
Lord.
But no, I didn't know because I was just showing off dancing in that spotlight. But I had fun, man. Fun. And y'all know partying with me is a lot of fun. So if you ever in town and we at the same club, oh God, we gonna have fun. Some girl made a YouTube video, I can't remember her name, but she was just so excited to meet me. So shout out to you. And shout out to my friend Dana. I can't remember her name, I'm sorry. Shout out to Dana, who's my, I went to school with her in high school, I went to high school with her. So I was good, it was happy to see her, man. It was just popping. This whole weekend fucking popped, and it ended last night with Janet Jackson. And I'm gonna let Mikkel take over.
Why do I have to take over? This is your portion.
No, this is your portion. Because you went to the show.
I went to go see Janet.
You know.
What?
Wait, who did we go see last night?
Janet Jackson.
Who? Janet fucking
Jackson. Yeah. We went to go see her last night.
At the Tower Theater.
At the Tower Hot Ass Theater. Where the stage is about this big.
Yeah, the stage was small. Janet couldn't even have video screens up there, okay? Yeah. It was not like how the other stages were set up. Yeah. It was small.
When she said intimate.
And we was in, what, the 8th row?
We were in the 8th row and it felt like we were in the 2nd row. That's how intimate it was. So that's how close we were. I mean, it was small.
Yeah.
I mean, but it was a nice, I enjoyed myself. Janet Jackson looked really, really good. She put on some weight, but when I said that, I had to keep like reminding people that I'm not saying that she put on weight where she looks fat. She looks good. Like her body was all nice and thick and proportioned. Her ass was fat in those black Levi's. I think they were Levi's. I don't know, but they were cute all on her ass. She just looked good. Like she really looked good. The show was good. I told Kevin and them last night, I had a good time. I have to be honest. It was kind of hard for me at first. Somebody asked me on Twitter. Somebody said, whose show did you like better, Rihanna's or Janet's?
I knew people was going to do that.
Yeah, of course they were going to do that. But I didn't answer them because I said I was going to answer on camera. The show, I liked both shows, but I liked Rihanna's probably a little bit more only because I knew more of Rihanna's songs. You see what I'm saying? A lot of Janet's songs I didn't know. And so the ones that I did know, I was, singing along about in my head. But everybody else who knew the Janet songs, I had to look at them to see what they were saying because they knew the words. I didn't know the words. And I couldn't hear. Well, no. It's not that I couldn't hear. Some of Janet's songs is like, she sings and it's like,
girl, let me tell y'all something, okay?
Yeah.
If you ask me what Janet says on it,
see, Kevin says it too. Like some, yeah. And
I don't know what she's saying.
One of the songs she was singing, I thought she was chanting.
All I know is how many nights I laid in bed excited over you.
I was like, what is she talking about? I had to keep looking at them to read their lips to see what she was saying. I was like, oh, is that what she's saying?
But y'all know I had a good time.
Yeah,
so it's not even no need to say, oh yes, girl, y'all already know.
No, I had a nice time too. I just wish that I knew more of the songs because everybody in that theater was going.
I need to buy you a #1 CD.
No, you don't.
So you can listen to it.
No, you don't.
Yes,
the concert's over.
No, so what?
I'm not going to another
what? Yes, you are. You want to go again? You're gonna go again.
No, I don't need to go.
He was so lost. He was so lost. But I didn't give a fuck. I wanted him to see why I stand for Janet.
Let me tell you something.
Kids,
you know what's so funny?
You know what's so funny?
But you know what's so funny, Kevin? I think it's something in my blood. I think it's something about me. Because Janet Jackson is this big, enormous icon. She's this big icon. People would love to be in her presence. As I was watching her on that stage, I kept saying, that's Janet Jackson. But I kept saying to myself, if I was to actually go backstage and talk to her, I wouldn't look at her any other different from anybody in this audience. Because I think now I've gotten to the point now that we've met so many big celebrities that now they all just seem, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I tell people. Since I met my favorite celebrity, all the other celebrities really don't And it's no shade towards Janet because, like I said, I would love to meet Janet because looking at her on that stage, she was gorgeous and she seemed like a really nice person. Like I would really like to meet her, but I don't think I would go like I like Janet Jackson because of the fact that I've already met Beyonce. So it's like.
Let me tell you something right now.
What?
I don't need you to intertwine on me and my brother's feet.
Girl.
No, let me tell her something. I'm not for her and all these fucking.
Tell her what her daughter did with the.
They cut Amber. I went off their hair. I just went off. They need to get these magazines. It's magazines everywhere. Magazines in the bathroom. Magazines in the hallway. Magazines on the floor. In the chair. Cut up. Every fucking where. Magazine. Get these fucking magazines out of here.
Guess what?
Do you
hold
want
on real quick. I don't live here, and as of last week, neither does Amber.
And
her child seems to be cutting up shit here.
I said, give me the motherfucker.
Neither one of them live here.
Nobody's using no scissors or glue to cut up shit.
Didn't I tell y'all?
This is not no.
Go get a trash bag and clean that shit up right now.
We did.
Right now.
You would think this is a big playground or something.
They're always asking to see you. Just come in the camera. Just say hi. There she go. All right, bye.
No.
Now, back to what we were saying.
Okay, now look. Now, somebody tried my girl.
What they say?
Some website tried my girl about That's the Way Love Goes. And, okay, I'm going to need her team to get it together, okay? Because there was that awkward moment again.
There was that awkward
again. And Jenna was standing there. She was like, playing with that pack all fucking night. But the way she was playing with the pack, she was moving so sexy with it. But, bitch, I could see what was going on. I seen they ain't one back there. But, man, I had a blast. Had a good time with my friends Eddie and Mikhail and his friend Diggy who snuck in our seat.
Actually, Diggy said that was his seat.
Oh, because he told me he wasn't the right.
Oh, I thought he tweeted and said that it was his. Oh, whatever the case may be.
Whatever it was, we had fun. And we met so many people. Like, I met before the show and after the show. But after the show, it was crazy. People wanted pictures. I'm like, okay, pow. Oh, your camera not ready? Okay. Well, wait a minute. Pow. Take pictures. We had fun. My favorite person that I met was Sweet Petey. Well, two people, two favorites. Sweet Petey and Joy. Because Joy could not find her brother.
Joy couldn't find her brother, but the thing that I liked about Joy is that while we were sitting and talking to Joy, the whole time she was like this, rubbing my, I don't know if she was doing that to your back, but she kept rubbing my back. And at one point I would say, girl, don't stop. Because it feels good. She was just rubbing and rubbing. I was like, yes. But she was a sweetheart.
Yeah, everybody, it was fun meeting all of y'all. I seen, oh my goodness, I can't remember her name, but I remember me being outside. Well, I think her name is Takara. We was outside at the book signing, and you know, we had a good time there. So shout out to Takara. I know that's her name. Shout out to Shannon who kept texting me, are you having a good time? Are you fucking serious? You know, I had a good time. Will I go to another show the next tour? I don't think I could do a third leg now unless she's back in Philly. And you know, if my pockets get a little bit better, you know. Yes. Because I had to pay for this one right here.
What? Why are you looking at me?
I still ain't get my microwave yet.
Oh, well, that microwave.
Excuse me. Save that until after we finish making our money, okay?
Shit. Now that microwave she gonna get the microwave. She get all the magazines out that room. I swear, it's magazine heaven up in here. You took them off that shelf. And now they all over the house.
You should have been got that.
What you want to do with it? No, I shouldn't have.
Yes, it is because it's only $40.
No, she just texted to me. She just texted me.
I was there when she texted.
Okay, well, I'm telling her the magazine's got to go.
Well,
don't talk to her like that.
Oh, don't mess that up, please, because we've been.
But I've been trying to get this DVD player for the longest.
DVD player.
I'm not worried about. Look, we got a show to do.
I was gonna say you lying, man.
So look, Amber, don't mess that up. What are you doing?
Trying to get this DVD player.
Come on, you moving. Look, Amber, can you just wait? What are you doing?
I got it.
Fix the camera.
But the camera only need to be on you, right?
No.
You the star.
Don't live here. I don't live here.
You the star,
and neither does Amber. And she coming here fucking up shit.
You gotta pull that out. You gotta fix that.
It's fixed.
No, it's not fixed.
What the fuck?
That's what we said while you were grabbing that DVD player.
No, fix the leg and turn it. Now put it back on me, son.
It's on me. No,
put it back on.
Ain't no magazine with a door.
Ain't no magazine.
You know I'm mad.
Wow,
Because she couldn't wait for this DVD player. It's not going nowhere.
It is going somewhere. It's going to my house.
You couldn't wait until we was finished. We're sorry, y'all, but you know how it is
This
here.
ghetto, go home. Take your daughter with you.
I'm no magazines from the school in their room.
What? It's magazines everywhere, Amber. Today is trash day. I'm trashing all of that shit. You got magazines all over the bathroom floor, cut up in the bathroom. It's magazines in the hallway.
Cut up paper
Is the
all over the
magazines in the
floor.
hallway?
No.
Amber, what are you going to do with them? It's magazines from 7 years ago. What you going to do with that? I'm tossing it. You need to go up there and sort through that.
No, I did.
Today is trash day.
It's going in the closet.
Well, I'd like to know what she's
Amber,
going to do with magazines from some years ago.
You know what?
What are you going to do with those?
I seen this picture of Sierra and Bow Wow, and I said, you know what? Amber, this picture is horrible. With Bow Wow and Sierra on the cover of our magazine.
And what year was that? Like
2005. I said, this shit has got to go.
And you should have.
Because both of their careers went.
You should have told both of them on that cover have several fucking seats. Should have. And then as soon as Amber would have walked in the door, you should have told her have several.
And look, you got the magazines in the bathroom is trash.
No, it's not.
This is normal.
Amber, you need to get that. You need to. They're gonna be over this.
No, they ain't. They're gonna love it. They're gonna love it. They're gonna love it. They're gonna love it. You know why? Because they all been wanting to hear. They all been wanting to get her Twitter page, and they gonna get her up and say next time, get your shit out that damn bathroom. So they want us to keep stopping.
So that's it. Thank you, Miss Jackson. Oh my God, I had a blast. Just thank you so much. 4 shows in 5 months.
P.S. Janet was swinging that. Why did you get married?
I was waiting for her to go. Girl, we run this mother.
Let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody say. If y'all was there last night, y'all would know exactly what I'm talking about. Janet was watching a few Beyonce Experience DVDs because the way she was swinging that hair, I said, bitch.
Without a fan. Without a fan.
That's why I was sticking to her face. That's why I was sticking to her face, and it was so sweaty.
And then she gonna go, wait, she's trying to play it on right. She's trying to play it on. She's like, ooh. It was hot, bitch. She knew it was hot up there, honey. She's like,
see, that's why my mother carries a fan on that thing. Janet, every time she swung that hair, it kept sticking to her face on that sweat. Then she
was still moving. Still fucking
she
getting
had no other
it.
choice but to keep
Oh my God. But you know what? My only critique is Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson.
Girl.
You performed in that one outfit that whole night. You just took the jacket off. What happened to the costumes? Where are those costumes? That's what I want to know.
Janet, let me tell you something. Janet performed in a black white beater and a pair of black jeans with an Illuminati belt. It wasn't an Illuminati belt. It had a skull on it.
So what? Do you know what?
I mean, if my girl's an Illuminati, I can't choose it.
Speaking of Illuminati, Jay-Z and Kanye West has released their new album. Watch the Throne. Watch the Throne.
Did you see the cover?
I've seen the cover.
It's
not
like
Halloween.
West.
It's not even Halloween.
I don't like it.
You know what? It's too like they. You know what? Now they trying to go on too much on these Illuminati rumors.
Yeah,
like y'all playing on it too fucking much. Now let the shit go.
Now we know y'all not in it, but now y'all just playing on it a little too much. And then the album cover, it's supposed to be a mixture of both their faces, but it looks more like Kanye.
The Go album cover. Well, that was with the teeth.
I'm talking about the one with the teeth with the things come out.
One Kanye has his own, and Jay-Z has his own.
Oh, I'm about to say, because that don't look like it just looks like Kanye. Oh, well, see, that's too much. So I guess they want you to buy. I guess they want you to buy 2 albums with one with his face and the other with his.
That's not even the album cover. From what I've seen, that's just the inside booklet. Cause I bought the album. I ain't listened to it yet.
I gotta buy it on iTunes.
But I done listened to Otis like 20 times. And I still don't know what the fuck they talking about, but what it sounds like is that they just going in on the industry. That's what it sounds like to me, because they're not talking about shit.
Because you told me that you was taking that.
Put my camera down.
Bye, girl, because you ain't doing shit.
Who, Nina?
Yeah. Somebody, she trying to get these invitations situated. This was something you were supposed to do 3 weeks ago. Now you want to start working on it?
Dude, this video is ghetto with only 3 people.
I don't live here.
She in the way. You need to put that much effort into getting a job. How about that?
I need to eat.
Okay, so are we done with Janet's tour?
Yeah, we was talking about Kanye West.
Oh, okay.
Watch the Throne.
I'm sorry.
$1.
But we all watched the Throne.
Yeah,
But tickets went on sale.
Did you like that? Do you like the album?
I didn't listen to
Oh,
it
you
yet.
didn't listen to
Only
it
listen
yet?
to Otis.
Okay.
Because
So
I
next
bought it.
video, I'll let y'all know if I like it because I haven't bought it yet.
And they've been begging for an album
That's
review
gonna be on
for
you,
Otis.
that's
I mean, for the album.
So you have to do that.
Yes, on Scorpion Reviews, which
Yes,
is my
you do.
YouTube channel that I haven't only put on one review, and that was for Kelly Rowland's album. This video needs to pick it up. We need to pick this shit up.
All right. So next, Beyonce.
Yes.
Speaking of Beyonce, Beyonce has 4 intimate shows that she's doing next week, the week of August the 14th, in New York City at the Rowland Ballroom. The tour dates are the 14th, the 16th, the 18th, and the 19th. And she's going to be performing her entire 4 album, which was her last album, in its entirety. All the songs she's going to be performing. Tickets go on sale tomorrow, which is August 10th. Ticketmaster.com/Beyonce, or you can go to her official website, which is BeyonceOnline.com, to get tickets.
Tickets are very reasonable.
Yeah, they're very reasonable. From what I'm hearing, a very reasonable source, a reliable source, is telling me that the tickets is $100 plus tax, so around
You know, the
$115.
building fee
Yeah,
and
stuff like
all
that.
of that, yeah.
It's standing room only. So no, don't go there expecting to find a seat and you walk in there and you're like, where am I going to put my jacket or my bag? Ain't no seats in there for you to do all that, okay? It's still August. Shouldn't have no damn jacket anyway. Kevin and I, we're going.
The Friday night show.
Friday night show. I don't know about Amber because Amber has a loud mouth. She also has jewelry.
But when
right?
I'm in that Rowland Ballroom,
Yeah,
I am
which one
going to read.
He said he's going to read, but we all know through past history that Kevin gets mums the word around Beyonce and her
I thought
team.
your pockets was tight.
I thought that's the same thing I said. I thought his pockets is tight too.
$116.
$30 for $40 for a microwave.
Hold on, I said get those motherfucking magazines first before you get
He
anything.
did
Alright, so
say
I'm gonna
that.
look at those magazines right now.
He did
No,
say that.
throw out, take what you're gonna take, so I can throw all of that shit out. And you shouldn't be the one throwing it in the trash. It is trash night. It gotta go.
Alright, so I'm about to do it now. So you gonna give me my money for my microwave?
If it's to my satisfaction, yes.
Talking to me like my name is Mikhail.
No, I don't even talk to Mikhail like that.
He sure don't.
Cause he knows not to talk to me like that.
Because he knows not to talk to me like that. Because I will bust open a whole
what?
can of worms up in 22 and I ain't gonna say the rest, okay?
Don't talk about my microwave.
Because I don't play, and I don't play with none of Barb's kids, and I don't play with Barb. No, really.
So we're going to the Rowland Ballroom because you know Mikhail was trying to throw a little bit of shade last night.
No, it's not.
So no, after the show. So I said no. When we in the Rowland Ballroom, and when Beyonce said, you know, I wrote this song.
But that's the thing.
I'm gonna
Beyonce
be
don't
like,
say that.
You ain't writing. That's what I'ma say.
And guess what's gonna happen when he do that?
Them girls is going to fight me, and I'm a dare bitch.
And
Because I'm aware.
And this time, I ain't gonna be there for him.
Bitch,
I'm
I'm
like
wearing-
this. Get him.
I'm
Get
wearing.
him.
Since it's gonna be a cold night,
This is gonna be a cold night.
I'm wearing this. I'ma wear this. And I dare bitch to say something to me.
Is that Dionne Warwick on there?
Bitch, please. Somebody better than her, honey.
Dionne Warwick.
Miss Jackson.
Oh,
Don't do it.
I'm about to say, do you?
Now, you know Dionne Warwick's face.
face.
Her face is not on nobody's hoodie. Okay? Or no.
Her face is
except for Whitney.
No, her face is on the pack of Virginia Slim.
Or back at chewing gum, bitch. She love her chewing gum.
Dionne Warwick smokes Virginia Slims and Pepsi together. That's her thing. Her snack, a Pepsi and a Virginia Slim.
I miss Dionne. But she's like, hell, Huzzy.
I got your number, Huzzy.
You need to put that on a shirt, Miss Dionne. Have your picture on there. If fucking Evelyn could come out with shirts, and the Scorpion Show about to come up with some shirts, okay? You need that shirt.
I got your number, Huzzy.
With a smile.
P.S. Let me just say this. I don't want to say it to be mean, and I don't want to sound like I'm being ignorant and arrogant. But this is the honest to goodness truth. Anybody who starts selling I Don't Live Here shirts or anything that resembles the Scorpion Show, any sayings from the Scorpion Show, you will be sued by the Scorpion Show. Why? Because those things are copywritten. Just letting you know. Don't try to sell shirts that say I don't live here. I love Scorpion. Don't do that. I understand that you guys, you're happy, but you can't do that because that's our stuff and it's
when I seen
You will be. We don't want to sue a fan of the show, but best believe when it comes to our money, we will sue a bitch.
But wait a minute, excuse me.
will.
Did you see how much they wanted to offer per shirt?
No, I didn't even look at that. All I saw was the shirt, and I wrote them back and I said, sweetheart, this stuff is copywritten, okay? Don't do that. And guess what?
Yeah.
They didn't write me back after that.
And they still tweeting though. Like, I'm gonna change my
Oh, that's
mind.
all right. No, that's all right. That's all right. You don't even have to say nothing to them. That's all right. Cause don't.
Cause you know Vince got everything taken care of.
Okay,
already.
I'm just letting you know. Don't do that.
All right, Tamar, you heard
And
it
if
first.
if anybody out there let me just let y'all know this too. Don't buy a I Don't Live Here shirt. I love the Scorpion shirt. Buy Girl Fly Girl shirt if it's not from us.
Not the nerd.
Point blank. Period.
There we go.
There we go.
So, what's next?
I don't want to
Kelly Rowland.
sue nobody, but I will.
It was
Kelly
reported.
fucking.
It was reported on the YBF.com that Kelly Rowland is going to be taping a pilot for a television show in January of 2012. They haven't reported what network it's going to be, but it's a major cable network. And I mean, I don't know how I feel about that, but I mean, I'm just glad that Kelly's name is everywhere and that she is doing big things. She got the X Factor. She's going on tour with Chris Brown. She has a new album out, which we need a new video for. Now this TV show, she's the new face of Empress for Sean John. Kelly, you better fucking do it. You better do it. The TV show, I'm not saying I'm hype. Not too hype about that. What I'll be hype about is this second single having a video, some more promo when the fall comes. Like, I don't know about the TV show. Not too.
Can I talk about the TV show?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, this is what I want to say about the TV show. Kelly, girl, you've already did your acting thing, you know, and you're still doing your acting thing. I don't have a problem with that. The only thing I have a problem with is I just feel as though somebody told me that I say that a lot too. I feel as though, because I do, because that's how I feel.
That's just feelings.
But I feel as though Kelly, girl, no shade, but you need to be focusing on that music. And you need to be focusing on building a solo career, a big solo career over here. Because I started saying to myself, a lot of the female artists in the past who have done music and ventured off into acting were successful in both things. Barbra Streisand was successful in music and film. Janet Jackson was successful in TV, music, and film. Beyonce, she ain't a good actress. She ain't that good, but she's successful in music and film. Whitney Houston was successful in music and film. You get where I'm going? Kelly, I just feel as though you need to kind of focus more on your music before you can start focusing on a television show. Because TV, as easy and as fun as it may look to those of us at home watching it, it's not that easy. You know, you got to spend days rehearsing and the read-throughs and this, that. You got to do a lot with TV, Kelly. I want you to be focusing more on music, so then when it comes time for, what's this, her third album? Yeah. When it comes time for her 4 album to come out, it'll do sell more than 76,000 in the first week. That she'll really be at that point where people say, you know what, Kelly, she's doing her own thing over here in the U.S. And you know what, she's big enough. You know, we can see her doing her own show. That's just how I feel about it. Because I just think that she needs to focus on one thing now instead of trying to grab onto all these different things.
She do have a lot on her plate. But I was thinking about that today, and I said, would you rather have a full plate or an empty plate? I really thought about that. Because I was thinking about what I was going to say.
Well, who said that she has to have an empty plate?
No, I'm glad she don't have an empty plate.
Yeah, she'll never have an empty plate.
But she's trying so hard to like manage what she has now, and this is just something else going on top. But the good thing is, maybe the tour with Chris Brown will be over by then. X Factor is already over around Christmas time, so she has time. Like right now, she's on the set of a movie too. She's going to be in a new movie already.
Think like a man.
Think like a man. So, bitch, look. I'm happy that you're doing stuff. The TV show, no, I'm not too thrilled about it, no. But I'm just happy that you're doing something and that your face is out there. But we need to see that face out there more for the music too. You know what I mean? But hey, it might just turn out that people might love the show so much that was never into her, might start buying her music and get into her that way. You never know.
I mean, that is true, but I just wish she Look, you already saw my.
Don't put too many irons in the fire. Basically.
Or don't wave your hand over a. What is it? Don't burn your bridges, okay?
No, she ain't burning bridges.
Well, whatever. You get the point that I'm trying to make.
Yes.
You get it,
don't
right?
Don't put your hand over that fire.
Yeah. Don't grab too many eggs out the damn carton. Don't pour too much milk in your
Don't
cereal.
juggle too many eggs at one time.
Don't have too many people living in your house.
Child, he really went there. I think that's where I stopped laughing. But shout out to Miss Rowland.
Miss Rowland.
And shout out to Miss Rowland because she did DM me the other day. And I replied, girl, have several seats.
Girl!
Gonna ask me.
Go ask you.
Do I live in the DC area?
No, the fuck do I look like I live in the DC area? Do I the fuck look
like? No, I ain't tell you that. But I said no, but I don't have a problem getting to DC. But then I didn't know why she's gonna be in DC. Then I found out why. And she performed for Russ Parr's Splash Bash. And she did such a good job. So, shout out to Miss Kelly Rowland. But girl, I live in Philadelphia and make sure, no, don't tweet her. Don't tweet her.
I'm gonna tweet her nothing. I'm not gonna tweet her nothing. I'm not gonna tweet her nothing because I know she called me and hung up that day. I know that was her. I just heard somebody gonna say, how you know it was her? Because I heard her breather. She did that same breathe that she did on the Live in Atlanta DVD. Atlanta? Oh no, that was Michelle. Sorry.
So then.
Oh, so she got Michelle to call me.
No, yeah.
That's what she did.
She called you from my iPad by accident.
Call him real quick. Well, anyway, on to some serious news, okay?
Yes.
So, there has been these riots going on in London for the past few days. Apparently, it's all over this guy. I can't think of his name, but he was killed by
Duggan.
Mark Dugan.
Mark Duggan.
Dugan or Duggan?
Duggan.
Okay, I'll say Dugan.
Don't say Dugan. It's Duggan.
Is it pronounced Duggan or
Dugan is D-U-G-A-N. Duggan is G-U-G-G-A-N.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Oh, don't do that because I didn't know. But anyway, Mark Duggan is his name, right?
Yes.
Mark Duggan was killed by police because what was the reason? Did you hear the reason why?
There was not a reason, but there were rumors that he was a drug dealer. He was a taxi driver. Long story short, they shot him. He did not have any weapons on him. Yeah, he was shot and killed. Did not have any weapons on them, but there was a bullet in one of the police radios. But then they found out it was a bullet that belonged to the police. So basically,
so that means that one of the police shot and
killed him for no reason. And this led to people having a peaceful protest, and then all of a sudden it just went haywire. It just went crazy. They had a riot all the way to the police station, and then it just went crazy. And now a lot of buildings got burned, people's homes got burned. People's stores got kicked in. People was robbing stores. T-Mobile. I mean, it happened. It went from London, and then then riots started happening in other cities in the UK. Now, the young people are claiming that they're protesting because their voices are not heard. But if your voices are not heard, that doesn't mean you can go around setting shit on fire and burning stores and burning houses and all of that, fighting with the police because your voices is not heard. These are like 11 through 17-year-olds. The people that should be responsible for them are their parents. And if they can't get their voices heard, you tell your parents, and maybe your parents should try to do a little bit more. Not you guys. Like, come on, like no team that I know is going around doing shit, well actually the flash mob, but doing shit just because their voices are not heard. And then some people is just doing it just to do it. And then I also was reading reports that people were protesting and doing stuff because they can't get a job. But a lot of them are not thinking, because if you're going around beating up people at their jobs and burning down jobs, how the fuck do you expect to have one?
How do you expect to have a job to go to if you burning all the jobs away? How do you expect to do that? you may be beating up your future employer. You see what I'm saying? 1 + 1 = 2, y'all. Let's get it the fuck together. Y'all, I don't want to go in on
People are taking pictures of what they're stealing. Now, bitch, if I stole some Poland Spring water, do you think I'm going to sit there and pose?
We need them to pay us, so get that on the
Well, shit, I wear a lion like every day. I'm waiting for my check for that.
Okay?
But no, I'm just saying, like, what joy do you get out of that? What is your point of stealing? What is your point of fighting the police? Because if you're going to have a protest, it needs to be a peaceful protest.
Yes, not breaking into stores, because that's defeating the purpose of the protest. Now, I tweeted that today, and some people wrote me and said, well, the people who are doing that are not the people who are actually doing the friendly protest. Okay, fine, you say that. But still, these people who are doing that are trying to make it seem as though they are a part of that. You see what I'm saying? So basically, it's guilt by association.
And the media is not going to be like, oh, they're a peaceful protest.
No.
Fuck no. They're going to talk about, oh, this house got caught on
That's
fire.
what they're going to talk about, because that's the news. That's what they're going to talk about.
But what, there was this guy. Did you see the interview? His name is Darkest Howell, and he's a respected journalist over there in the UK. And he was saying how he'd been in the UK for 50, he said he'd been in London for 50 years, and that there are racial tensions with cops stopping black people. Now, I didn't know stuff like that was going on. And he was saying, like, of course people are going to get outraged because this happens all the time. He was saying how, and the interviewer who worked at the news station for BBC, she was not really trying to let him talk. So she's like, oh, so you condoning what they're doing? He's saying, I'm not condoning what they're doing, but this was bound to happen because no one is being heard. So this is their way of letting it out. And he was saying that it's not, he said it's not a riot, it's can't remember. I wish I had my notes with me. But he just was going on saying, like, this is not nothing new. And it's something that educated me because I didn't know that racial tensions is racial discrimination and all that is happening over in the UK.
Well, let me just say this. Racial tensions and racial discrimination is happening all over the world. It's not just in America. And not only that, somebody tweeted something the other day and they said something to the effect of, I didn't know that racism was still going on. Racism is still going to be going on as long as there are people on this earth, as long as the sun is shining, as long as there is a Scorpion show or whatever. You get my drift. There's always going to be racial tension. It doesn't matter if we have a black president. It doesn't matter if,
look at the magazine.
We go to school and we're integrated in our schools or integrated in our workplaces or we are integrated on the bus or the subway. There's always going to be racial tension.
But what I'm saying, I didn't know it was that deep because I've been to London and I've been to Paris. And I've never seen so many mixed couples over there than over here. It was a lot of them. And I'm like, wow. And they love black people. Not the Americans. The French don't love the Americans like that.
Well, they who love black people are they who are married to the blacks. Those are the ones who love the blacks.
Usually they love the blacks.
But clearly, I'm not saying that the ones who ain't married to them don't like black people. But my point is, I don't know. People are like that.
But I've never heard a report that I could think of saying, "Oh, well, they beat him up because he was black." Overseas, I never heard that. Never. It's always home. Always in America, we're here. So I'm like, wow, that really goes on over there? Like, I was surprised. And then someone tweeted me like, yeah, Kevin, this been going on for over 10 years with this, the cops stopping people for nothing. Like the guy Darkest Howell was saying.
Hold on. Do me a favor. Hold on. When y'all coming down those steps, stop running. You have to run, because when you run, you're making noise and it's coming through the camera. And why do you have a lipstick?
Because she's grown.
She has a lipstick.
That's my grandma.
You got your grandma lipstick.
He was saying how his son gets stopped plenty of times, but he was saying how his grandson just never says what goes on. So I just didn't know that stuff happened over there. Yeah. And I can't say I'm sorry for being ignorant to it, but it's just surprising.
Well, you just didn't know. But I mean, it happens. I knew it happens everywhere. It happens. I was watching this video on World Star Hip Hop where I think it was in China or wherever the case may be, and these Asians were attacking this little white boy. It was just sad. It's
people really need to grow
it's just
up.
racial. People do it, and you can't you gotta blame those who raised them. Well, not necessarily, because sometimes, you know.
I mean, you know, in my household, yeah, we talk about other races, but it's never evil.
You weren't raised to hate other races.
No.
You know, we all talk about other races. Even in the white household, they talk about blacks.
I know. I wonder what they say. Oh my God.
Well, what do you mean you wonder what they say? The same damn thing we say.
Cause some stories that come, oh, I know a white person did that. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Oh my God.
They say the same thing we say, but they just say it in the other way. They just say the other thing.
You know what nigga did it. I don't want to think that they say.
But we don't say. But we don't say a cracker in my household. We say white person. If you hear on the news that they looking for somebody who molested a little girl, little boy, you automatically think a white man did that.
Ooh, no.
No, well,
not me.
Well, no. Because majority of the time when these kidnappings take place, it's usually a white person who does. And I'm not saying, I don't want to sound ignorant, but I'm saying that's usually the description that they put out there, and 9 times out of 10, that's usually, don't act like when you find out a black, you know what? Yep, she did that to be smart. Mm-hmm. She did. Don't act like when you find out it's a black person, you don't get shot.
Wait.
Because we all were shot with the DC sniper.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
They said it was a white man.
You couldn't tell me that wasn't an angry white man.
You couldn't tell me that either.
But no, when I listen to the news, depending on what part of the city they say.
Well, see, that depends on what part of the city. But then you know white people travel. They get in their cars and travel to the nigga neighborhood in a minute and make us think that a nigga did that. But it's really ass.
I'm gonna fuck them up.
They do it. You know why they do it? Because we go to their neighborhood and steal. We do. We'll rob their houses in a minute.
Oh my God, when they were showing the surveillance of this guy robbing the store, this is the way they were describing it. You couldn't tell me that was a black man. Well, I was a white guy. Tall white guy. See, he turned himself in.
We all have it. We already have it. You know what? People who are watching this video, y'all already know that we already have it programmed in our head that we already assume what it is when we hear it.
Somebody blew something up, white person.
Listen, like for instance, this guy going around slicing females' asses with a razor. You would automatically think it's a white person doing it. You don't know a black guy that's going to do it. They're going to grab the ass. They ain't going to slice it. But instead, I think it was like a Hispanic guy or something like that. But you ain't going to think it's a nigga. Because blacks, we don't do that.
No, but what we hear is a lady got attacked in Center City, Philadelphia. She was groped. She was strangled. Like, you hear, you know that's a black man. Because they prey on the white women.
Yeah, they did.
I swear
but if they were groped, that was a white man that did that. If their asses was grabbed, there was a black man that did it, okay? Because we don't grow.
They're going to curse us out. No, but you know it's true.
You know it's true.
You know it's true.
Okay, let me tell you something. We just keeping it real, okay? We leave all those other shows to keep it fake with you.
Yo, let me talk to you. What did he say to you? What did he say?
I don't want to stay.
And what did you do?
I didn't want to.
You did?
What you call it?
You didn't want to stop?
You lying. You lying.
I was thumping
Walk up the steps.
You're lucky this camera's on.
Walk up the steps.
Because he'd have gave you a good old fashioned.
They want to come raise her, come get her.
You want her? Come get her.
She don't live here no more.
She sure don't.
Okay.
She sure don't.
What did I say? Walk up the steps, right. If I hear one stomp, I'm coming up.
I'm coming up.
I don't play with kids.
I don't play with kids either.
But no, so I didn't know that was going on, but I'm praying for the people over here in the UK, and I just pray. Mikkel, I really just pray that don't start happening over here. Because you notice how stuff is happening on the western side of the world, and now it's like coming across.
Well,
if it come over here...
What are you talking about, the racial stuff?
Like, not the racial stuff, but the protests and the fighting. Because I'm like, people don't have jobs over here. But they're protesting, but they're not beating up the president. They're not trying to light the White House on fire.
Well, they can't do that. The Secret Service.
You know, but I'm just saying, but they could go to City Hall and set City Hall on fire.
Well, they can, but
I'm just hoping that stuff don't start happening over here.
City Hall needs to be torn down.
But wait a minute, the police over there are not even doing anything. Like, you got 16,000 police officers. You mean to tell me you can't stop somebody from breaking in? I was saying they should shoot the looters, not kill them. But I know these police officers are trained to shoot and not kill. And they were saying that, well, they got rubber bullets, but damn it, they need to use them, they need to do something. But then they saying the cops don't want to do it because they are really going through this situation with Mark Duggan. So, like, if you was a police officer and you were in London, what would you do?
do what I would need to do to make sure to stop other people from getting hurt.
Because my thing is, you're
Now,
not going
if
to
I'm
destroy
ordered
what
not
I'm
to
supposed to
shoot.
protect.
If I'm ordered not to shoot, then I can't shoot because I ain't losing my job over no looter. I'm not going to do that. You know, if I'm ordered that I'm not supposed to shoot, because these police officers are trying to make sure that the real protest, is kept under control. It's those looters and those rioters
Taking
who are-
pictures with basmati rice. Bitch.
They're taking pictures with who?
Basmati rice. It's some type of rice that takes longer to cook than regular rice.
Oh my God!
A bag of fucking rice.
A bag of.
And then I seen a bitch with rice cakes. I'm done.
A fucking. I saw somebody walking out the store with corn dogs.
Oh my God.
Why would you go steal a box of?
What are you proving?
You can go buy that, and you gotta steal it.
While people are still
And they're
in
stealing
flat
T-Mobile
screens.
cell phones.
Yes.
Are T-Mobile phones that expensive that you gotta go steal it? You know what?
These kids need to grow up. For
Good
real.
fucking night to y'all UKers.
People still fucking TVs, DVD players,
They're stealing rice cakes.
rice cakes.
Not racks of lamb, stuff that you can live off of, and not hamburger helper and oxtails and macaroni and cheese and milk and eggs and butter and sugar, stuff that you need to live. They stealing rice fucking cakes, something that you stick in your lunch bag and take to work with you the next damn day. Why would you steal
Oh
that?
wait, did you see the one with the Yankee hair? Did you see that?
They
had
stealing
20
weed?
20 packs of hair. No lie.
She had them in black. See, that's when you said they were black. That's when you said they were black.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
That's when you said they were black.
20 packs
Cause ain't
of
no
Yankee.
white person stealing Yaki. White people ain't stealing Yaki. She was black, wasn't she? I tell you, and I didn't even see her.
Oh, God.
See, that's what we mean by you already know who's white and who's black.
Oh God! And somebody stole some record. One of them damn UK bands.
Yeah,
Girl.
how the fuck do you go and steal Yakis with an S? How do you do that? You know what? I am done with them over there. I am done with them over. Don't ask me to come over there until y'all get that shit in order.
Okay.
Okay?
I don't know if the Olympics still gonna be
Oh,
there.
child, they will steal that if you let them. So pick that up and walk the hell
Don't go
away.
acting on no Marinas over there. They done canceled a soccer match.
She was stealing Yaki. Where was she going? Whose hair was she going to do? Everybody's protesting.
And you can't go to a salon because they done broke salon's window. The lady done cursed out the prime minister. And they don't even say salon, they say saloon.
Saloon.
Let me
That's
shut
a
up.
damn bar. So they doing hair in the bar. They doing hair in the bar. I am officially done. I don't want no more with them. You can't.
Shut up.
Queen Elizabeth, you better get your shit together.
They
over there.
said, and they told me that the queen don't have no power.
No, she don't.
It's
That's the prime
Parliament.
minister. Yeah.
But I thought that at least she could say something.
No, you got to
That
know.
shit, bitch,
You
ain't
as
worth
many
nothing.
times as you've been over there, you need to know. She don't have that power like that.
I only know about our government. I don't know.
You don't even know about that.
Yes, I do. I know there's
How many
3
presidents
branches. We have 44 presidents.
No, we
bitch.
don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
44
We have
presidents.
43.
44 presidents.
Well, Obama is the 44th.
44. Okay, 44.
We have 43.
Oh, well, we have 4. Well, girl, bye.
Robert Cleveland was our 22nd and 24th president.
Yes, I know
43
that.
presidents.
So what?
There's only 43
Oh, well,
men. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Sorry, y'all.
Okay. You know I know what I'm talking about.
43 presidents. So what, girl? I was one of.
I mean, technically, we have 43. But figuratively,
How many presidents
we have 44.
we have? 44.
44.
Okay.
But how many men have held in office? 43. Because there was one man who held office twice.
Well, you know what, bitch? Since speaking of presidents, why don't you just name all the presidents for these girls? Just to show off. Just do it.
No.
Come on. Do it.
No.
Go ahead and be a
Come on.
bitch.
George Washington.
Look at her. No, I'm not
George,
gonna do
let's
that.
see how far I could go.
What y'all doing?
George Washington, John Adams,
John
Jefferson.
Oh, girl.
Stop.
Here we go.
Just stop.
I know the 16th president was Abraham Lincoln. The 42nd president.
Who came after Lincoln?
Who came after Lincoln, bitch? I don't remember.
Andrew Johnson. And after him,
Look.
Ulysses S. Grant.
Well,
And after
bitch, you
him,
better go ahead.
Rutherford
You
B.
gotta do it.
Hayes.
See,
And after him, James Garfield.
girl, and I don't know how none of
And
them
after
look.
him, Chester A. Arthur.
All I know was their faces was posted on the wall.
That's all. No, the only
In
thing
high
we know
school.
is their faces was white. And the color didn't
Until-
come until 2009. I bet you it was a black man.
What's the problem? What is the problem?
Because she had to get the book.
Well, look, she gotta get more books.
Oh yeah, so, okay, so I'm gonna be fancy real quick. So it was Chester A. Arthur.
Did you start from the beginning?
I can't do it from the beginning. Let me just start from where I was at.
Alright, well, go ahead.
I think I kind of got Arthur, no, because Arthur was after Garfield. So it was Arthur, and then it was, I think it may have been Rutherford B. Hayes. And then, you had Grover Cleveland, and then, look, they ain't all in order, but you got Grover Cleveland, and you got Grover Cleveland, and you got William McKinley, and you got Teddy Roosevelt, and you got William H. Taft, and you got Woodrow Wilson, and you got Warren G. Harding, and Calvin Coolidge, and Herbert Hoover, and Franklin Roosevelt, and Harry Truman, and Dwight Eisenhower, and JFK, LBJ, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama.
Damn.
Now, how many of y'all knew that? All right.
Aren't you think?
And y'all thought all I knew was Beyonce. Oh, I paid attention in school.
That is wonderful, because they ain't make me memorize no goddamn presidents. I had to know the 3 branches of fucking government and try to remember the motherfucking articles. What they call
The
it?
3 branches of government. My teacher told me the 3 branches of North Philly.
3 branches of government.
Susquehanna.
What else? Wait, what else?
Barb's house.
What is that?
Miss Irene.
When you ratify stuff, the amendments.
Hurry up.
Had to remember the amendments, the preamble to the Constitution.
Wait, hold on. Let's talk about this guy
Girl.
real quick before we forget about this. The guy who was killed in Mississippi.
Yes. Now, while we were talking about racial tensions and
Yes.
stuff, these white boys.
Do you
What
know
y'all
the full story?
about
Okay, so
They need somebody to
it was a
pick
group
on.
of white teenagers who live in Mississippi. They live in Mississippi. They all got together one night and decided they wanted to find the first black person, didn't matter who it was, the first black person that they ran across, so they could torment them and beat them up. So they drove into Jackson, Mississippi, which is a predominantly African American part of the city, and they came across. His name is James Anderson. He was in the parking lot of a motel. I'm not for sure if that's where he worked, but he was in the parking lot of a motel. And they came across him. They pulled it in the parking lot, 2 cars deep. They got out of the car, approached him, started saying all these things to him, and then they started beating him up. Well, one of the cars drove off. Now, this is all caught on surveillance camera in
Which
the
they didn't know.
motel parking lot, which the white assholes didn't know.
What's somebody doing?
I hate to say white assholes, but which the assholes did not know. So, then, because that's what they are, assholes. But they just happen to be white, because not all white people are assholes. Just like not all black people
But I
still.
get your point.
But you get my point. So, the last car decides, now after they beat Mr. Anderson up, he's, staggering on the side of the road because he's been beaten up badly. So he starts walking back towards, like on the side of the road towards the motel. When the last car backs up and then pulls out of the parking lot at full speed and runs him
over.
because he's walking towards the car and the car is coming towards him and run. And it's sad because in the video you don't see the guy getting beat up, but you do see him getting hit by the car, and it's sad because they hit him so hard that all you see is his body 1 minute, and the next minute you don't see him no more. They literally ran this man over and killed him, all because he was black.
And
They did not know this man from a can of paint.
And they was bored ass teenagers.
They was bored and
it's fucked up that they went out and did some shit like that. And they all need to be locked up forever.
I don't care if, because it was females in that car.
Everybody.
I don't care if they didn't hit him. I don't care if they wasn't behind the wheel of the car. You were there. And because you were there and you didn't stop it or you didn't leave to go get help, you were just as guilty as them.
The rest of them.
You're just as guilty as the rest of them. Because nobody had a gun to your head to tell you to sit there and stay. You could have got out that car. You could have ran in the motel and got help and told somebody, look, my friends is out there beating up this guy for no reason. Can you please call the police? Or you could have told your friends, look, that ain't right. Don't do that. Y'all don't even know this man. But you decide to sit there. Those girls who was in that car when they ran over that man, their asses need to be in jail too.
Oh, everybody.
Everybody needs to be in jail. Everybody. Because if it was me, Kevin, and the rest of the coons out in Mississippi, we'd all be in jail. They would try, not only would they arrest all of us in those cars, but they'd make sure they arrest our parents. Because you raised this nigga, that's what they tell them. You raised them. And then they try to arrest our grandparents. Why? Because you raised the people who raised that nigga. They try to get all of us. So I don't give a damn if those people in those cars didn't have shit to do. They all need to go to jail. Point blank, period. And if you want me to write it down for you, I can. Because I don't have a problem with writing it down.
Now, are there going to be any protests about this?
All right, are we going to protest about that? Let's protest about that. Let's protest about all of them going to jail because they all need
Did Al
to
Sharpton
go.
or Jesse Jackson say anything? I haven't heard anything.
Well, this happened, I think, last month. But it's just getting out in the news now because when I watched it yesterday on CNN, I thought it was something that happened over the weekend. But this happened like a month ago. And the family members, because they interviewed the family's attorney, the family members are kind of keeping quiet until they get everything in order. But I just found it a little bit surprising that this happened almost a month ago and it's just getting out in the news now.
And it's just getting out. But let it have been a fucking white girl raped or something
Let it have been somebody named John Smith or Natalie fucking Holloway, it would have been all over the news. It would have been on Good Morning America, CNN, Bill O'Reilly, Glenn Beck, The View. Oprah, if she was still on, it would have been on. No, because Oprah, then again, Oprah, she caters to them too. But it would have been on everybody's show, okay? You see what I'm saying? I found out about that young lady who was killed in Baltimore, that teenage girl who was killed in Baltimore who was kidnapped. I found out about that from Concrete Loop because it wasn't no major news station running it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like this whole race thing. It's sad when people start when the news media try to make it seem like, oh, it's not about race. No, because we report everything. It is about it. It is about race. Because let me tell you something. I feel so bad for Natalie Holloway's mom and her family that she still hasn't been found. But let me tell you something. That happened back in 2005. I was still hearing about that case earlier this year in 2011. That's 6 years ago, and they're still talking about it. But yet, you don't hear them talking about black kids like that, do you? No, that girl who they found in Baltimore who was killed and thrown in the river with weights on her, tied her up to weights and threw her in the river so her ass could drown. You didn't hear them talk about that no more. It's like, come on. These white...
Just say it. Just...
No,
because say what you got to say.
These kids who did that, because that's what they are, kids, they need to be thrown in jail. There doesn't need to be a trial because it's all caught on camera. The key needs to be thrown away. They need to be put in jail with the hardcores of the pedophiles, the hardcores of the murders. You want to go and get behind the wheel of a car, not even a car, a pickup fucking truck. They ran this man over with a pickup truck. You want to get behind the wheel of a pickup truck and run this innocent man over all because he's black? Well, guess what? How about we take a torch and set it fire to your ass just because you white? And see how you like that.
Then we're going to be all types of fucking niggas.
It doesn't make sense. And you know what? And you hate to say it because you never want to bring race into it. But it's true. Had it been me and my black friends doing something like that to a blonde-haired white guy, we'd all be in jail. Even if I was just sitting in the car, your black ass was there too, so your black ass is going to jail too. I don't give a fuck if you didn't do shit.
Guilty by association.
You know what they tell me? Your black ass should have got out and helped. Your black ass should have called somebody.
Well, it's going to be a lot of black asses in Philly going to jail too if they don't stop with this flash mob shit, going around beating up on people just because they don't have anything else better to do on a Friday and a Saturday night. Like, it's people doing dumb shit. And that went everywhere. Amber, you better get her.
I don't live here.
That went everywhere. But this story can't go no goddamn where. I found out about that through Twitter.
What?
Somebody tweeted me the story about the guy getting killed.
It's sad.
Like, I didn't.
It's sad.
I didn't like how you were describing it. Jesus, I
It's
couldn't even
sad.
watch the video.
I watched the video.
They
It's
said
sad.
I said, no,
Because
I'm
you
not
can't.
watching it.
Yeah, because the part when they're beating him up, you don't see, but you do see when he runs
I just
him over.
don't even
And it's
wanna picture that.
sad. Like, why would you? How can you? And then that's what they did. How can you have? Yes. How can you have that much hate in your heart?
Because it's
and then they
taught by the
leave and go to the McDonald's down the road and get. And then after he does that, he meets his friends in the McDonald's and says, "I just ran over that nigga." How can you do the hate in your? First of all,
It's the parents teaching their children this hate, and that's where it stems from. Because there's no way children are born with hate in their heart for different reasons.
no, they're
It's
raised
something-
like that. You're
it's
raised
something
like
that's
that.
taught.
You're taught to be like that. And you may not, your parents may not sit you down and say, you are going to be a racist or you're not going to like black people. But if you speak a certain way around your kids, if you talk about black people a certain way, or if you talk about white people a certain way, or if you talk about gay people a certain way in front of your kids, they are going to pick up to what it is that you're saying. And then as they get older, they're going to remember those things that you said about gay people. Don't hang with gay people, or look at that faggot, or look at that this, or look at that nigga, or look, and they're going to start using those same words that you used years ago to describe these. You don't have to sit down and say, don't like black people. You don't have to do that. You being in the house, in your house, just talking about black people on the phone with your friends, that's teaching your kids right there. Because you're teaching them that it's okay to talk about black people like this. I'm not going to say it, because it's, no, I am going to say it.
Telling the truth.
I am going to say, I had a former coworker whose son, they were white, whose son, it was the former coworker who's white, and another coworker who's black, and they were walking to their cars after work, and the white coworker had her son. And her son says, as they're walking, "Oh, mommy, it smells like niggers."
Ooh. Are you serious?
Now, mind you, my black
Well,
coworker,
how does the nigga smell? Because I know how a fucking person smells.
oh, I know how they smell too. Like a wet fucking dog.
But wait,
I want to know how niggas smell too. So my black coworker says, she stopped and looked. And she said our white coworker's face turned bloodshot red. And looked at her son and chastised her son. She said she didn't spank him or anything, but she yelled at him. Then the white lady turned to her and said, "Oh, because she's not with the father. Oh, he must have got that from his father." Well, then you know what? If he got that type of language from his father, then you should forbid him to going over his father's house if his father's talking like that. Because if you know where he got that from, then you're just as guilty as the father for letting him go over there and listen to that type of language.
What I do, you know what? I don't know how black people smell, and I wonder how we smell, because I know what a white person smell like,
musty,
and
I
know what an Asian person smell like, especially an older one. But I want to know, how do we smell?
Good.
No,
We gotta smell. We got to.
Not me.
Listen.
I smell like Mr. Dior.
No, it gotta be
listen.
Because white people
We're hot and sweaty.
but when they get wet,
We're musty.
yeah.
We're hot and we're musty.
Okay.
I mean, not all of us are musty, but I've been around black people who are musty and funky. Hell, when I'm hot and sweaty,
No, I mean we know
and I
that.
take a shower, I stink.
But do white people be like, oh, I smell like a dog?
They probably say we smell like chicken. Old fucking, old grease. That's what they say we smell. Old chicken grease. That's what we smell like.
Don't be reading us,
That's
okay?
what they say we smell like. But you know.
What is going on? Go upstairs. Come on, all this crying. I'm trying to do a video.
DHS.
Go upstairs.
Yes, crying.
Did you see how he jumped out? Him and her was about to go to that China cabinet. One false step and he would have went right to that China cabinet.
What the hell is this yelling and screaming for?
Let me tell
Stop
you
it.
something. Let me tell you something. We ain't gonna go about who smells like what. Okay, I don't want to go there. But don't act like when white people get wet, the first thing black people don't say is they smell like a wet dog. That's what black people say.
You smell like a dog.
A fucking German Shepherd then walk in his front door.
Girl, they are going to read.
They fell, let
I
them read.
cannot wait to see these comments.
when I was in Vegas, I didn't even see the cab driver's face.
But you
All I
knew.
did was smell. I said, well, it smelled like an Asian guy. And goddamn it, it was an Asian taxi driver. No lies.
No, all right, you know what?
No lies.
I'm gonna take it a step further. That's just like when you driving and you driving behind somebody and you say it's either three things. They driving real slow. They either on the phone, they're old as hell, or they're Asian. You don't say that. You do say that. You do say that.
But see, I don't drive.
And then you see and
This is why.
then you drive past them and you say, okay, they ain't old.
You better get up there in line.
That's what people say. Look, okay, now we're being mean, but don't act like we're being honest because this is how people talk.
It's all done.
This is how people talk. You can't tell me if you watch this video you don't say, oh, I don't talk like that. You do talk like that when you with your family and friends. Don't act like you don't talk like that. Don't act like you don't talk like that. Because like I said, when you hear somebody grabbing somebody's ass, or like you just said with the lunch. This is a black house. This ain't no white house. This is a black house.
There's no time out. There's no time out in this
There's no
house.
time out in this house. It's ass fucking whooping. Ass whooping all around. Okay?
Ain't no time out.
Ain't no time out shit. That's what I mean. You hear about somebody getting time out. Oh no, I put my son on time out. They must be white. Because we don't do time out in my house.
Oh, God.
Get the belt and get it now. And you better not have me ask you a second time where's the belt.
Oh,
because
God.
it's gonna be murder she wrote up in here. That's my mom used to tell me. If you don't go get the belt, it's gonna be murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. That's what black people that's what you say to your kids. White people, I'm gonna put you on timeout, go stand in the corner. Fuck all that time out. That's why they go in schools and shooting up shit. Black people, we don't shoot up schools. We cut schools. We don't want to go there and shoot up. We cut because they whoop their ass.
But you know what? There are some kids you don't. Some kids you don't have to beat up on.
Beat the sister.
Some kids you don't have to beat up on, but then some you just gotta fuck them up.
No, but she ain't beat up on her. She didn't beat up on her. Yeah, because that's her daughter.
Yeah.
And that's what you do. Your child don't listen, because for the past 10 minutes you've been crying in this video. Okay?
I got mad.
What you crying for? You got real mad. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
It ain't my
We
fault
all
you
got
mother
stuff
got
that
all
we
these
say
magazines.
behind closed doors. Okay?
I ain't gonna tell you how gay people talk about straight people. That'd be a whole show. So no, I'm only playing. But so thank y'all for
Thank you guys for watching this beautiful show. We hope you guys had a lovely time.
Yes.
I'm so happy we didn't have any interruptions.
No babies crying.
No babies crying.
No Beyonce talk.
No Beyonce
Janet
talk. No race talk. No
Oh,
yelling.
God.
No screaming. No musty, wet dog smelling comments. None of that. I'm so happy.
Oh, I can't wait to read these comments. So we will talk to y'all
This is
later.
probably one of the realest videos.
Child, I don't know if we're gonna get that show no more.
That's all right. That's all right.
I don't know, but we'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
Bye. What you tell her she look a mess? Look at the front of her hair.